Hey, so I'm not one that's much for unboxing videos, so let's just say that it was well packaged and arrived in one piece all the way from China. If you've been following the Rockwell lathe series, you'll know that I robbed the AXA tool post off of my South Bend lathe, and I've been needing a dedicated tool post system for the Rockwell lathe. I was unaware of the Multifix tool post system until I saw Adam Booth's video some years ago now regarding his Multifix tool post. And after doing much eBay searching for an original Multifix with all of the widgets in the right size that wasn't beat, that was not crazy overpriced, well, I gave up on that. What I did find in my Multifix searching was createtool.com and Create Tool China on eBay, links in the description. And while they didn't give me this tool post for free, they did give me a discount. This is the parting blade holder. It accepts a 10mm blade and it has a slight dovetail to the clamping area. And I can't find exactly that blade available online, so I may just grind one of these down as I have a lot of them. This is a 16mm by 90mm holder. As you can see in the part number, all of their part numbers are referenced that way. I only purchased one 16mm and I got 6 of the 20mm holders. And this is a boring bar or round holder. I have to say that I'm very pleased with the finish on all of these. The grinding is just superb, and the height adjusters vary a little bit depending on what holder it is. The 20 by 90 holder seems to have the best finished height adjuster. This is another style of boring bar holder. It's been precision ground, and this is an MT2 sleeve in it. Just a little pressure on the bolts and it's clamped down. There is an ejector screw on the back side of the sleeve for removing your tapered tooling. And of course you could make your own custom sleeves for this. The square wrench works for every fastener on the holder, including the height adjuster jam nut. I also got the MT1 sleeve, even though I don't have any MT1 tooling, just because. And it does have a slot there to eject your tooling if for some reason the ejector screw doesn't work. Alright, so on to the star of the show, which is the A-size tool post. It's the second largest tool post that Create Tool makes, and they have pretty much every size under the sun that you could possibly need. And there is a pointer there on the dial for the 40 positions that it will index to. The clamp is spring-loaded, and there's 3 pins on the inside that index it to the post itself. It's got an oiler in the top of the cam, and there's a little index mark there to locate the open position. At this point, I have already installed the post itself, so there are some scratch marks here and there. It didn't come that way. That's from me. And if you listen, you can hear that finish. It's serrated, I guess is the best way to describe it. There are 2 pinholes in the post that are 7.5mm approximately, and then it's got a sleeve on the bottom side there that's down to about 5mm. I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to use, if it's just pins or if you use bolts, how you do that, but they're for anti-rotation. Time for the AXA to go back home to the South Bend, and I do believe that I was getting some flex from this setup. I'm not 100% sure about it, but hey, that fits a whole lot better. It's very compact and very robust, and you can see I have a clearance issue there as the clamp is cocked a little bit. You can custom order the tool post mount bolt from Create Tool and tell them exactly what thread and length you'd like to have, and they'll send you this drawing back just to confirm. I did change it initially. I told them 15mm was actually the right size, but I wasn't sure that I was going to need that bushing or my clearance issue, my tool height. I figured, hey, it's better to go long and then I can just cut it down if need be. And they were very flexible. No issues and very good communication with them. They're very responsive and prompt about answering email. Alright, so this is how I solved my clearance issue. I need to remove about 60 thousandths from the top of the compound here to clear the back of the clamp. And I know some of you are going to ding me for the way I've got that mounted in the vise, but I didn't want to disassemble it as I wanted that extra mass to be there while I was machining it. It gave me a little bit better clamping area on the backside with having the bottom of the compound in place. And it wouldn't be any fun if I didn't do just a little bit of sped up video, as this was a slow process and I was making very light passes. I wanted to remove the minimum amount of material possible to get the clearance that I needed, so I just kept checking it as I was going and making sure that I was good. And you can see here that the clamp has a little bit of movement to it, and so I was making sure that I pushed it all the way down against the compound while I was making my measurement here. That's a 10 thousandths feeler gauge, and I'm just barely able to lift the clamp, so it's somewhere under 10 thousandths. It's like 8 or 7 thousandths, but it's enough to clear. Sorry about the background noise there. I've got my air filtration system running while I'm recording this, and the fan's a little bit noisy. And there you can see the clearance pad turned out nice, although a little bit ununiform, but it is a casting, so it is what it is. It's clear. Alright, so there's the 8 millimeters that I originally didn't need and still don't need and need to remove. And it's kind of sad in a way because Create Tool did a great job making this bolt, and here I've got to chop it off on the end so that it fits properly. But hey, better to go long than be short and have to do over. I mean, at least this way I knew I was going to get it right. I'm using this block just as a quick way to square off to the chuck with the compound and with the tool post. And of course I need to indicate this in properly, but I don't have what I need to do that right now, and I'm working on that stuff, so I'll get that squared away soon. I really like the style of height adjuster on these holders. It's very accurate, it's very easy to deal with. It's not fiddly like AXA Type 1 where it's like constantly jammed. This thing is super easy to dial in, and you can finger adjust the jam nut and it's locked. You can still use the wrench as well just to make sure, but if you lock it down with your finger, it stays put. Maybe one drawback to this adjuster is that it's just a small screw, so if you drop the holder, obviously you could damage the screw or bend it, and it is a precision part, so hey, don't be dropping it. Makes a nice sound, doesn't it? So here's the real advantage to this setup, is to be able to go from making a cut like that to doing a chamfer real quick, and maybe just altogether changing around to the other side and doing something different, and still being on 0 in X and Y and not having to reset the tool post bolt every time. Now I know there's other ways you could do that with an AXA style post, but you still have to reset 0 every time you do that. With this, you don't have to do that. Here I'm just kind of playing with it to demonstrate how the cam affects the fit of the holder in the post, and it just takes just a little bit to be off, and it grips, and it doesn't work so good to pull it in and out. If it's exactly in the right place, it just slides in and out, so it's more about the operator than it is the tool post. You just got to get used to it and make sure that you've got it pointed straight back whenever you install it. You can lock the clamp in either direction, but it appears that it works better if it goes away from you as opposed to towards you. And it takes very little effort to clamp it. It clamps very, very strongly, and it doesn't take a whole lot of force to do that. So I have to say I'm very happy with my purchase, and of course I got to find one thing wrong, and that's with the wrench. It's got a great finish on it, but it has a little bit loose engagement, but maybe that was intentional because loose is fast and on the edge of out of control. Hey, wait a minute, that's something totally different. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll leave you with just a few shots of the Create Tool Factory.